Welcome everybody to tonight's XosialX App training. Tonight we are making history. And this is Coach Evelyn Monroy. I am truly excited to be here tonight. And again, very grateful for the opportunity to be part of this incredible XosialX App project. Guys, what we are building here is big. It's not only technology, okay? And this is very important because this is more than technology, is vision, is leadership, is community, wellness, and we are creating opportunities that can truly transform lives. So through this amazing XosialX app, we are stepping into a new era. Yes, into a new era where AI, innovation, and human connections come together to simplify growth, leadership, and expansion. And now it is my honor to introduce you this amazing woman who has made this whole vision a reality. So, without further ado, please help me welcome our dearest Bree Gossett. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited. Hello, Social X. I'm looking at the chat, seeing where everybody's come from. Do we get the full app tonight? Yes, Jay. If you guys have not went in and purchased your app and logged in, then tonight's the night you get to do it. So there's two ways you can do this. It depends on how you like to learn. I am a homeschool mama, so I am going to talk about learning styles. If you are visual, you can just watch and then go back and you'll have access to this replay. If you're kinesthetic, you can have another device where you've logged in at socialxapp.com and you're logged in there so that you can do it along with me while I'm learning. So, whichever way is best for you, if you're auditory, sit back and listen. Some of you like to write and take notes. That's okay too. Whichever way is going to help you retain the information. So, a couple of warnings. Number one, I do speak fast, but I articulate clearly. So you'll understand everything I say, and the replay will be available. You can play it, pause. So don't feel like you have to absorb everything today. Did I share the launch about my theory about being overwhelmed in the menu? I don't think I did with you guys. And if I did, then maybe you weren't on, and this is hopefully not a repeat for you. So, if you've ever felt like learning something new, especially when it comes to technology, can get overwhelming, I want you to think about when we go out to eat. How many of us drop in the chat if you are like me and your favorite way to call your family for dinner is to get them in the car and go to a restaurant? So if you love eating out, go ahead and put an emoji with food on it in the chat. So when we go to a restaurant, what typically happens? Well, the server comes by and they say, "Would you like a drink? Would you like to get started with the drink?" Yes. And you order your drink. And then they come by and they say, "Would you like to go ahead and get an appetizer?" Yes or no. And you get yourself an appetizer. Then they ask, "Did you want to go ahead and get your order in?" So you order your entree. Well, what happens by then? Man, if you're like me, you've had the free bread or the free tortilla and salsa on the table, and then you've had your drinks and they've refilled your drink a couple times. Then you ate your food, and then the server comes by and they say, "Would you like dessert?" Who here loves dessert? Do you guys love dessert? I never make it to dessert. I've filled up on the chips and salsa. I filled up on the bread or whatever they brought to the table. And so then I'm super full. Have you ever said yes to dessert and then you're like unbuttoning your pants and you feel like you have to roll out of the restaurant? Well, who are you mad at when that happens? When you are overstuffed, are you upset at the server that they kept making offers to you? Are you upset at the dishes that they held the food? Are you upset at the food itself? Or was that a personal choice? So, just like that, being overwhelmed is a personal choice. Everything I'm going to show you today, you're going to have access to watch again. So, if you feel like you're full, you can say, "Okay, that's enough." So, pause, stop taking notes, just listen, just watch. Don't feel like you have to absorb and learn everything today. You can only be overwhelmed if you make a choice to keep absorbing it all. Otherwise, when you get to the point where you're like, "I feel like I've learned enough," just pause, sit back, and relax and enjoy the rest of the show. You can always pick up where you left off tomorrow, the next day by watching the replay. So we're going to get into our app. The first thing you need to know is it is not available on the App Store yet. That process, if you've ever written an app or launched an app, you know it takes quite a while for Google Play Store and iOS to approve it. And so as soon as those apps become available in your App Store, your corporate team at XosialX will let you know. And they don't necessarily launch at the same time. It just depends on which one does it first, which one's fastest. So for now, you can access your XosialX app on your phone by going to your browser, either Chrome or Safari on your browser, or you can access it on your computer, laptop or desktop, or your tablet by going to your browser there, Chrome, Safari, any browser there. And you're going to log into socialxapp.com. Again, that's socialxapp.com. Evelyn, can I get the sharing powers, please? Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to share my screen. And that way you guys can see what this looks like. You can see right here in my URL, I'm at socialxapp.com. And then you'll log in with your email and your password. If you forget your password, you'll just have to go in and reset it from your back office. Okay, so when we get into this, your first thing you're going to see is a space that looks like this that says XosialX Associates. You're going to tap on that. That's where all your goodies are. If you don't see this, it means you did not tap on the XosialX app space. Ignore all of this. These are just extra stuff. You'll be able to load and create your own gyms in your My Gym space. But to access everything the team has made for you, you're going to click into the XosialX Associates. And the first thing you see at the top there is a video. It says click here to start. So that's exactly what you want to do. It is a 24-second welcome video from your very own Kate. And she's the one who's built so much of these beautiful assets that you're seeing in here. Watch that video. She's going to give you a quick tour, and then you can go run for it. I would suggest the next thing you do is go to Start Here Onboarding. You'll see here it's at 0% because I haven't taken that lesson. When you go in, you'll view the lesson and then play the video. And then once you get through one video, you'll have lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. Every part of the lesson, once you complete that part, it unlocks the next part. So by starting watching that video, and then doing this lesson here, you're going to be off to a great, strong start on utilizing this app. Then you can go in and do the Newcom Academy, and there's other assets here. Today, I'm going to show you how to do two things today that I want you to know about. First, I want you to know how to utilize the network. So on your navigation bar here, you'll see the word network. When you click on network, you'll see we only have one person in our network. You'll have nobody. So there's a few ways you can add them. Once the app is available, you'll be able to sync every contact that's in your phone. For today, we're going to do the other two ways. One way is by uploading a CSV or a spreadsheet. So if you have a spreadsheet that has all of your customers, all of your leads, all of your brand partners, all of your team members, you can go ahead and click this little icon here that looks like a spreadsheet, and then open your browser and upload all of the contacts from that spreadsheet. Another way you can add a contact is to hit the plus sign at ACE, and now at your XosialX app. Everything starts with the plus sign. When you hit that plus sign, it's going to allow you to enter in a name, and you only have to have a first name. No other field is required. So say I met Tanya and I don't know her last name from the bank, but she's somebody I really want to talk to because she's always yawning when I get there and I think she needs Newcom more than anybody else. Then I would put Tanya from the bank. Then if you have the email, you can put it there. If you have a phone number, you can put it there, or you can leave it blank. So for now, we're going to leave it Tanya from the bank, and we're going to hit create contact. Now I've got Tanya from the bank there. If Before you upload your spreadsheet, you know that you want to divide your list of contacts by groups. Then I want you to do this step first. You see where it says all contacts? I want you to click that. And it says you don't have any lists yet. So you can hit add new and I can create a list. So maybe this list is going to be leads or prospects or team or family. You can make as many lists as you want. For the purpose of today, I'm going to put prospects on there. And if I want to change the color, instead of purple, I can make it any color I want. I can put it in hex code. So prospects, I'm going to put green for money. Prospects are green. I'm going to hit save. Now I've got the ability to upload people to a specific list. So I can hit the little icon for the spreadsheet. Now you'll see, since I created a list, I can add important contacts so that they're just with everybody. Or I can say, I want these contacts specifically uploaded to my list called prospects. Then I would open my file browser and upload that list. Okay, so now you've got some contacts. I would suggest, for if you are kinesthetic and you are doing this right along with us right now, hit the plus sign and just add one contact, your best friend, your sister, your partner, so your kid, somebody who you know. While we're practicing today, you can send them something, and even without an explanation, it won't be weird to them. Somebody you can practice with. So now you've got some contacts. Now we're going to show you how to create a tracker. You can see here, Stuart Finger watched the video for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Stuart Finger clicked the share link. Stuart Finger clicked the share link for intro videos. So with that, you're going to be able to create an activity tracker where you can see what people are engaging with when you send them something. Have you ever sent somebody, maybe 10 people, maybe 100 people, maybe 1,000 people, a message with an awesome flyer or a page, a website link, and you wonder if anybody even clicked on it? No one texted you back, no one emailed you back, you didn't hear from anything, and you assume nobody wants what I'm offering. Nobody's interested. But what if you sent a link to 10 people and those same 10 people didn't text you back, but you could see that they watched the video. You could see that they clicked a button on a specific product. You could see that they were starting to fill out a form. You could see how they engaged with the page that you shared with them. Now you know, maybe they didn't text me back, but they are interested. So now when I follow up, I'm not just saying, hey, by the way, did you get that link? I can say, hey, not sure, because you don't be creepy. You don't want them to know that you can see everything you clicked. So you can say, hey, not sure if you've had time to look through that yet, but let me share with you how this has been helping me get such better quality sleep at night. Because I know they clicked on would I like to sleep better and on the button. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively put that out there. This may or may not be for you, but I'd love to share with you some of the results I'm getting that I'm really excited about. And now they're like, how did they know that's the exact thing I was interested in? Or maybe they clicked the link that told more about the business opportunity. I could say, hey, Barbara, not sure if you've had a chance to look at what I sent you or not, but I have been having so much fun building my business. I'd love to share just a little bit about it with you. Now she's like, oh my gosh, how did she know that I was interested in learning more about the business? So let me show you where to find the content and how to share it. First, you want to add at least one contact so that you can play along. When I go to gems, so think of gems as little treasures in your treasure box. This is your treasure box full of content, full of assets, full of resources. This is your library of treasure. So every single one of these things is a gem. A gem is just stuff. When I hit the plus sign, you can see a gem could be a YouTube video link, a regular video uploaded, images, that means flyers, pictures, links I can share, pages, text, PDFs, all kinds of things can be saved in your treasure box. So we've got some beautiful gems that have already been created, by Kate and your incredible XosialX team. So I've got glutamist. I'm sure I am saying that wrong. Don't no one come for me in the comments. Let's say I wanted to share this PDF with Tanya from the bank. I would tap on it or click on it. And now it gives me two options to share. I can share it with an individual contact if I have them saved in my network, or I can create a public link. A public link means there's no tracking on it. So it will give me a link that I can share anywhere, but it'll act just like any other link. I put it out there, people click on it, they may or may not, I won't know. So I always prefer, whenever possible, to hit share with contact. So I want to share this incredible PDF. I'm going to hit share with contact, and I'm going to share this with Tanya from the bank. Watch what happens when I click on it. When I click on Tanya from the bank, it gives me the option to copy the link. When I copy the link, it says share link copied to clipboard. Now it's sitting in my clipboard waiting for me to type a message. So I can open up my texting, I can open up an email, I can open up Facebook Messenger, anything that I send a message in, I can start typing. For the purposes of today, I'm going to put it in the chat here so that you all can see it. Hey, Tanya, it was so good seeing you again at the bank. Here is that product we were chatting about. Let me know what you think. And then I'm just going to paste. You can right click or hold down if you're on a phone, or Command V and paste that link in the conversation. So now what I want you guys to do is I want you to start tapping on that link that I just dropped in the chat. Start clicking on that link. Pretend like you're Tanya from the bank. Do you see what's happening? I created a share link for Tanya. Now it says Tanya clicked on it. 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 You guys are all clicking on it. So it would be like if Tanya was clicking on it over and over and over and over again. Now I know she clicked on it. If it was a page, then I would know if she clicked on a certain button. So if I share, for instance, my digital business card, let's pretend this was already filled out. First, let's look at it. It is so beautiful and it's ready for you to customize. You get to upload your photo, put your name, your rank, or whatever title you want there. And then I've got this awesome form. Now, you guys, I'm going to send this to you, but do not share this with anyone because it's not finished. This is a template that you get to personalize. We'll talk about how to personalize that next week, but I want to just give you another example how sharing and seeing which buttons people click on can be so valuable for you. So if I wanted to share this, I would tap on it, hit share with contact, Tanya from the bank, copy the link. And now I'm going to post in the chat again. Hey, Tanya, here's my digital business card. And then I'm going to paste that link right there. And I want this time for you to not just click on it. I want you to watch 1 or 2 seconds of the video. I want you to click on some of the buttons. And that's going to give me a lot of different information. So now I can see that she clicked the share link. Tanya from the bank did. And as you guys start to engage with the content, it says Tanya watched a video on my business card. Okay, that's good. She watched something. Then if you clicked another button, it would tell me that you clicked another button. It would tell me that you started to fill out the form. I would get the information on that. Can you see how this is so much more useful? You guys, I was in the field 25 years. I used to send out 1,000 text messages in a campaign. And then guess what we had to do to follow up? Send out follow-up messages and send out until we got to 5 messages. I'm just sending out, hoping that 10% or 1% or 2% or 50% are actually looking at it. Now I can send out 1, 2, 3, and I'll know what did they click on? What are they engaging with? Because before, what I would do is I would just have to do the follow-up A to Z. Well, I'll start at A. Well, I'll start at Z and work my way backwards. Now I'm going to start with Tanya. She's clicking the most. I'm going to start with Stuart. He's clicking the most. I'm going to start my follow up with people who are engaging with the content first. Then I'll follow up with the people who haven't done anything. But it gives you so much value. And man, that shot of dopamine. You're going to get an email saying, if you've turned on your email notifications, you'll get an email saying, so and so clicked on it. If you have notifications on, you'll get a banner on your phone that says, Tanya from the bank watched the video. And watch this. When I click on my profile bubble here with that red dot, that means I have notifications. I have 39 notifications. It tells me Tanya clicked call on the business card. One of you clicked call. One of you clicked new calm video. One of you clicked on the glutamized PDF. All that information out. Now I know who to follow up with. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. To adjust your notifications, you'll click on your profile bubble, hit notifications, and then hit the gear. And then you can decide if you want to get email notifications immediately. Do you want to just get a summary once a day, every week, in the morning, afternoon, evening? You can go through and decide how you want to get those notifications so that they don't fill up your inbox or drive you crazy depending what you're using it for. And then you'll always get the banner on your phone and the in-app notifications in the list here. You'll always get. So some of you are still clicking because I can see you've clicked on the business card, you've played the video. I'm still getting notifications. You hit mark all as read when you feel like you're done with it. Here's another cool part. If I don't want just the long list, because I know I only have one contact out there, Tanya, but let's say I had 50 people that were all clicking on it, but I want it to follow up specifically with Tanya. If I click on Tanya's name, I can see just Tanya's activity, all her activity. So the next time I have a call with Tanya, or I'm following up with her, or she's maybe said yes to being a guest on one of the Zooms, before I interact with her, I can go to her, look and see what is she engaged with. I can click on notes and I can write a note here. I can jot down, what do I know about Tanya from the bank? She's got 2 kids. She works full time. She's interested in the business, or she says she's stressed out a lot. Any notes I want, I can jot down here and I can number them. I can bullet point, just like a Google Doc. I can make this as fancy or basic as I want, and then save that note. And then when I save that note now I'll have information in addition to the activity. I'll have notes. And then we've got the bio. You can personalize the bio. You can let the AI do the bio. And then I can add her to a list. Let's say I want to add her to prospects, or maybe I have a list called customers and she becomes a customer. Then I can upgrade her to that list there. Can also create tags. Let's say I wanted a tag for everybody who was on Newcom, or I wanted a tag for everybody who was on, I'm going to spell this so wrong, so forgive me, that G word, glidamus. I can add a tag for that. I can also create a tag. Here's my favorite tag to add: referred by Brittany. I love the referred by tag, you guys, because if Brittany refers Tanya to me, and she refers Evelyn to me, and she refers Chantal to me, and she refers Kate to me, and she refers Stu to me, over 4 weeks, I could say, hey, Britt, have you ever thought about doing what I do? No, because I think you'd be great. You know, you've referred 72 people to me that have become clients in the last 6 months or the last 3 months or whatever it is. And she says, wait, what? I have? I just love using the product. So I just been telling everybody. Now I know I can sort by a tag and see everybody that Brittany's referred, and then use that as a layering tool. So all the different handles. So if I put in an email, we're just going to put in a bree@123.com here. I put in her email. I can put in the phone number, 23456-789. Gonna save the phone number. Oh, it has to be a valid phone number. Okay, let's do +1. How about that? +1 323-929. There we go. And I can do that for all of them. Any of the contacts I want, whether it's Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, their YouTube, if they have a YouTube channel, Threads, I can save all those contacts here. and then it will pop up. If I put this same phone number here, I know some of you work internationally. So we're going to put that here. If I save the international phone number on WhatsApp, there we go. I can put the Facebook, everything in here. So this week, we want you to focus on just those two things. Number one, watching the start here, doing the first onboarding course, taking the second new con course, playing around, reading all this, getting familiar with the content that is here. Add at least one contact tonight or tomorrow morning and share something from here by tapping share contact. It saves it to your clipboard. Once you choose a person, now that I have her phone number, it gives me an option to open the text message and send it directly. Saves it to my clipboard, and now I'll paste that in a conversation with someone. Those two things. Get familiar.
You need to use that finger, okay? And start texting and start pushing and sending link. So remember, like I always say, guys, success is a decision. So right now you have everything XosialX is giving us in a silver plate, everything we need to be successful. But at the end is your decision. Thank you for being with us. God bless. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. See you next time.